Hello, you join us again for another of our spotlight interviews taking place just prior to Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is networking, prestige networking here in the Thai capital, Bangkok. Now, there's been a lot of speculation recently as social media has went online about pharmaceutical companies and whether they're actually there to help people's health or whether they're just a business. A person who's got perhaps a particular point of view today is my guest, Dr. William van Ewjik. Dr. William.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm splendid.
Splendid.
Yes.
Okay, good. Dr. William, let's just give people a little bit of a background. You've been in, well, you live in Pattaya. How long have you been here now?
8 years.
Okay. And what brought you to Pattaya? I don't mean an aeroplane. You know.
No, I lived before 19 years in one of the most prestigious villages of the Côte d'Azur, Saint-Paul-de-Vence. So my neighbor was Roger Moore and so on. Okay. But after 19 years, wise man goes east. So I drop it and I settled here for infrastructure.
For the infrastructure?
Strange enough, yes.
Now that's interesting. I was working on a project the other day, and one of the things that I came up with was that Thailand can no longer be considered a third world country because the infrastructure is fantastic now, isn't it?
Great, great. Okay. Everything what you wish is available.
Is available, okay. We've been asking people in these interviews what are the challenges and what are the delights of either working or living in Thailand. How would you kind of encapsulate that?
Well, I am a retired medical doctor, but all my life I did research for pharmaceutical industries and the Pasteur Institute. And I went back to school because in Thailand I met some Russian scientists who worked together with the Thai government on a very special method for measuring all kinds of diseases. And I was shocked, and I was completely overdone by this new kind of measurements of disease. Okay. So I study again, and I do research now together with my Russian colleagues who I find here in Thailand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? And you're from where originally, Dr. William?
I'm born in Holland, okay. And I worked from after my study, and I worked always for international companies. You mentioned pharmaceutical industry. I worked for Warner Lambert, Park Davis. I worked for SmithKline French, and I worked for the Pasteur Institute, Sanofi, Laboratoire Labas, and most of my life I lived in France.
Okay. So Thailand's obviously been very good for you in stimulating you intellectually and the advancements that are going on. Thailand's your home. Do you consider it as your home?
Yes, and I will never travel back to Europe because I'm an old orphan. I don't have family anymore. Why should I go back?
Okay. Now you say that you're retired, but you're still very heavily involved, and some of the breakthroughs that came along recently kind of link into my introduction that perhaps there are other methods of treating some illnesses that could be regarded as very serious.
Yes.
Okay. Give me some information about it.
Well, listen, in general in medicine it costs 20 years to get something new in, and it costs 50 years to get the wrong thing out. So, and if you walk...
Sounds like my ex-wife, actually.
Yeah, but if you walk too far in front of the music,
yeah,
it's not good because you obtain a lot of critics and a lot of jealousy. So it's research is always you start something and you don't know where it ends. What the issue is, what I do now, and I live from my let's say saving money in Singapore. I'm absolutely not needed, but this is a passion that you can, without any drugs or contrast, with a stark electromagnetic field, with an infrared headphone, you can do a whole body scan. But that's not all, and it's for 90% accurate. It's enough for my purpose.
Okay.
The same
for the diagnosis?
For the diagnosis. Okay. But the same equipment can correct on molecular, cellular level all kinds of diseases, all kinds of infections, all kinds of cancers.
Cancers as well?
Yes.
Okay. So when you say diseases, are you talking about things like, I think I read you had a patient recently who had Parkinson's and something like this.
Parkinson's, Alzheimer is more difficult, but also people who has all kind of parasitical infections. Don't forget, we live here in the tropical. So this is one big incubator of all kinds of microorganisms, and you pick up thousands of them every day.
Okay.
So and that the machine can reading that, and the machine can at least indicate what kind of medicine you need to correct that.
Okay.
But let's say about non-Hodgkin diseases, which is a not hormone-related cancer, you can slowly correct that, and then you give some kind, you advise the doctor of the patient, prescribe some homeopathic drug from Germany or something like that.
But this kind of goes in the face of the normal medical practices here, because it seems that here, if you have a touch of the flu, you know, you go to the doctors and they give you a whole bag of drugs, this one, this one, this one, and this one, whereas in Europe, I would imagine they would give you one or maybe two tablets.
Oh, no, not in the more Latino countries like France. You get one bag with drug and another bag to cut the side effects of the drugs of the first bag. Okay. And in Thailand it's the same. Okay. I tell you one wise word, that's the best doctor prescribes the least.
Okay, well that sounds like very, very wise words. Yeah. Okay, Doc, we're just going to wind this up now. It's very interesting, and I wish we had more time to speak about this. Final question, are you a mover or are you a shaker?
I'm a shaker, because I don't move anymore. I'm happy here, I travel a lot, but I'm a shaker because if you don't shake up your own life, you get old.
You get old.
No good.
Yeah, there you go, he's only 42. Doctor, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
See you again.
Pleasure.
Okay, see you again for another Spotlight interview as part of the Movers and Shakers series. Bye-bye.